The next time you need a haircut, think of the barbershop with a grand tradition. Williams Barbershop. Williams Barbershop, proud to serve the entire community of Eufaula. Come by to our new location, new facilities, and see what it's like to be treated in style at Williams Barbershop in the old J.C. catalog store. There is another choice for making funeral arrangements. Central Funeral Services, located in Eufaula and Louisville, Alabama, with one-of-a-kind staff, thrives on professionalism and meeting the unique needs of families with a wide variety of services. Owned and operated by the Mixon family. Call 687-1060 or 266-5261. Melissa Mixon Smith, licensed funeral director.
This is L.C. Green. You're watching Gumbo live, and we're standing outside of the Christian Life Church here, and we're looking at this beautiful pink tractor, and we're going to get the story. We're going to get the story of this tractor shortly. The young lady, Sister Guilford is here. And she's going to tell us the story. I just got a chance to talk to her father, and her father was telling us how excited she was to do it, and how this thing started from nothing. I'm not going to try to tell you the whole story. I'm going to let her do that in just a moment, but I wanted to show you the tractor, and it's pink tractor, and we're going to find out all about that in just a moment. When I talk to Miss Cassandra herself, we'll find out just about it. Again, you're watching Gumbo Live with L.C. Green. All right, now you're watching Gumbo Live again. This time we're on the inside. I just showed you that beautiful pink tractor, and now we're going to tell you all about that tractor and what it means. It has a very significant meaning. Thank you for watching Gumbo Live from Tuesdays at 6:45 on channel 97, local channel, and on YouTube. So we're worldwide on YouTube. I get calls from every state just about people watching us on YouTube. And I always tell you that Gumbo Live is going to be entertaining and informative. And I can't take no credit for that beautiful tractor, but I got the young lady here who can. And I want to thank her, and I want to thank her father for making this happen, and I want to start off, Ms. Cassandra, by thanking you first of all for being on Gumbo Live.
Well, thank you.
And then what I want you to do, first of all, I want you to just tell our audience who you are. Just tell them who you are, and whatever you want them to know about you, this is your opportunity to tell them.
Okay, well, my name is Cassandra Gifford, and I'm from Eufaula, Alabama. I go to Eufaula High School right down the road, and I'm really big into FFA, and that's pretty much what got me started in this project. Okay, now let me tell you what I do on Gumbo Live. A lot of times you'll be talking, and you'll trigger something in this little old mind of mine, and I might cut you off just to ask you a question or make a point. So I'm not trying to be rude. Okay. All right, you're a senior? Yes, sir.
You're a senior. You're a senior at Eufaula High. What are your college plans?
Well, I plan to go into something like agriculture, communications, or wildlife biology, something outside, definitely.
Mm-hmm. What college are you looking at?
Well, I plan on taking my basics here at Wallace and get that over with, and then go to Auburn because they have a really good agriculture program there.
Okay, you want to go to Auburn? You sure you want to go to Auburn?
Well, it's not about the football. I don't watch football. I get that a lot. It's not about the football.
Okay, all right. But you're gonna start here at Wallace?
Yes, sir.
And Wallace has a very good program here. Very good program. All right. So now you live in Eufaula. So we're gonna assume you're from Eufaula, born and raised in Eufaula.
Not originally. I'm actually from Kissimmee, Orlando, Florida area.
Okay.
And we actually moved here for like hunting and fishing and stuff like that. And Florida is getting really crowded, so that's what kind of drew us here.
Okay. So you like hunting and fishing?
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything outdoors.
You have any siblings?
Yes, I have a sister and 2 brothers, actually. They're all older than me, so I'm pretty much the baby, and I'm the only one at home.
Well, say hello to them. Are they your father?
They are. Well, one of them is. One works at American Buildings, Cliff, and then my other 2, Crystal and Dale, they actually live in Florida.
Okay. So they still there. Are they hunting and fishers too?
Well, my one brother is that actually lives here, but the rest aren't. They don't.
Now, where do you think you got the love for hunting and fishing from? Which one of your parents?
Definitely my dad. He's the one who introduced me to the great outdoors. Definitely. So.
Okay.
Ever since I was little, that's what.
That's what you do. All right. Very good. Now he's here. He's here with us, and we want to thank him for making this possible, for being here, and I tried to get him on camera because we was outside with that tractor, and he has a very interesting story too about that tractor. Let's talk about that tractor. Let's talk about that tractor. Now, there are some people who did not read the local paper. There are some people who hear the first time about this tractor. So we want to tell them as much about that tractor as we can. Just take your time and tell them about that tractor. And I want to start off by asking you this. I want to start asking you why it's pink, and then after we get to that, we're gonna back all the way back up to what it was, what it looked like before we got it where it is now. And they should be able to see it if I did my job correctly. So now let's tell us first of all why pink.
Okay, well, it's pink for breast cancer awareness. It's pretty much to just give hope to those that have it or they know someone that have it. Because when you start talking about breast cancer, a lot of people like around you, they know someone that's been diagnosed or even themselves have been diagnosed. So it's pretty much to take around to events and raise money for breast cancer. Barber County right here in Barber County, we're $50,000 short for a mammogram machine which does the scannings to detect breast cancer. So they're hoping this is going to put a really big push on it. So any donations I get, I'll be giving back to Medical Center Barber so that they can get their mammogram machine.
Okay, let me say this to you. First of all, you said something very dear to my heart because I was a young boy and I lost my mother to breast cancer. And she was a young lady when she died. She was in her 50s when she died. And I was just a young lad. But now, let's talk about the fundraising part of this. The purpose of the tractor being on display is to raise funds.
Yes, sir, it is.
So now help me with this so we can tell our viewers. Is there going to be something set up that we come there and drop money in?
There is. There's a little donation bin, and I'm set up as a third party through Medical Center Barber. So I already have all the papers and everything signed. So my money will go straight to Medical Center Barber for the mammogram machine.
Okay. Now, if somebody make a donation to the tractor, we're going to use that terminology. Is that tax deductible? A lot of folks want to know if things is tax deductible or not. So
it is. It is.
So okay. Now listen. We can give to a great cause, and for those who want to file on their taxes, it's tax deductible, and then you get a chance to see. Now let me ask you this here: if I come out there where you're going to be set up this weekend, can I sit on the tractor and take a picture?
Well, you can stand next to it and take the picture, but I really prefer no one climb on it.
Okay, all right. Now we need to make that clear. We need to make that clear, because there are going to be some people out there like me. Yeah. And then when they get a little younger than me, the tractor is pretty, so it's gonna draw attention. Yes, and we want to do selfies and all that other stuff on the tractor, so we can't do it, but we can stand.
You can stand next to it and take a picture. Feel free to do that. Okay. Put it on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
And make sure that we make a donation. Make sure that we make a donation. Now, this was your project, and I understand you may have had some help.
Yeah, this was my own personal project through FFA, but I could not have done it without my parents helping me fund the project, as well as Mr. Buster Paget, my FFA advisor from the high school. Mm-hmm. He's pretty much walked me through this whole project. I mean, telling me what to do, teaching me everything I needed to know to restore this tractor. And then at the end, I was pushing towards my deadline, and I really needed some extra help. So my fellow FFA members definitely helped me and gave me a push to get it finished.
Now let's look at this. You said you had to restore the tractor, okay? Now tell us where was the tractor and what condition was the tractor in? It looks pretty now,
Definitely.
but it had to get that way. So tell us, and that not the reason why I'm asking that way people have appreciation of what you've done. So tell us where was the tractor originally and what it looked like.
Well, I got the tractor from one of our friends now. It was actually a friend through a friend type thing, and he gave me a really good deal on it since I was doing it for breast cancer in my FFA project. Well, originally he didn't know I was doing it for breast cancer, but he knew I wanted to do it for an FFA project. So he gave us a pretty good deal on it, and then, it pretty much started from there, but the project itself was really tough. I mean, everything was pretty much wrong with it. The engine was froze up.
That was my next question. When you got the tractor originally, was it operational?
No, sir, it was not.
Okay.
And it's a 1952, so that tells you it's pretty old. It was beat up, and everything you could think of was pretty much wrong with it. It took a lot of time to restore it back to its state now.
That tractor almost old as me. It was born that tractor. Okay, so now, is it a running tractor now?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the restoration project was pretty much to go through it and fix everything so that it would be so you could operate it.
Okay, so we started off with a tractor that looked ugly.
Oh, it looked pretty bad. And the good thing is that's what kind of is the story. This tractor had a second chance, just like some of the breast cancer patients.
Very good.
So
Very
it kind of tied into it. This tractor was all beat up in really bad shape, and then
nobody wanted to have nothing to do with it.
Exactly, and then same thing with breast cancer patients. So
Sure.
it's
Very good. That's very good. That's a good point. Now let me ask you this: are there anywhere that we could find some before pictures?
Yes, I actually have some. They're not the best, but I do have some. I mean, they're not really.
So when we come out there this weekend, there will be some before pictures that we could look at.
Yep, I can get some.
Yeah, I think that people would appreciate seeing what just exactly. Now time wise, so far as manpower hours, exactly how much time did you have to spend?
Well, I can't give you an exact hours. I know I should have probably kept up with that, but I was working on other projects. Being on the tractor restoration team for FFA, we have a competition tractor. That's pretty much what got me involved in this. So I had to work on that one, and then I'm on the fishing team for the high school, the bass team.
Yeah,
so that's a lot of traveling. So my tractor kind of got put on hold for a little bit, but it took 2 years with all the other projects I was doing.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to see. So we talking about a 2-year project. I mean, you had to sacrifice some time. You had to balance this, and you had to balance that. You had to balance all these things together, and still keep up with your schoolwork.
Yes, sir.
Now, what kind of grade point average you got?
I'm not really sure about the grade point average, but typically A's and B's.
Okay, I just had that feeling, or I never would ask that question. So now this is what we got to do. We got to get our audience to appreciate the time that you involved to doing something from your heart. You're not making anything from. You're not gonna make a penny from it.
No, sir.
Any donation that's made is going straight to Medical Center Barbara.
Yes, sir.
To get a machine.
They're $50,000 short,
Okay.
so that's what we're trying to get.
And we're gonna get them $50,000.
All right,
Our
that
listeners.
sounds
Before we get off the air, because this airs in all states. I want you to give them whatever information we need to give them where they can send in donations. And don't let me forget to do that. Whatever information that you have that we can give. And I got some loyal listeners. I got some loyal followers. And when we make our appeal, if we don't get no response, I'll be shocked. So before we leave, we want to make sure that we give them. Okay, now let's go back to this. This is a project from your heart. So you had to balance fishing tuna, what you love doing.
Yes, sir.
Talk about fishing, you just smiling. So you had to balance that. You had to still do your classroom work, because you can't let your grades drop if you're trying to go to college, because they're gonna look at that.
Right.
And so you had to balance all that. And you said something to me, and I don't want the audience to miss it, because you said it to me, and you said it before we came on the air, but you also said it on the air, that your mother and father were great supporters of you.
Definitely. I couldn't have done it without them. Sometimes I felt like giving up a little bit, but they always push me in everything that I do. They're always pushing me to do my best. Sometimes I probably don't want to hear it, but I know that they're just looking out for the best.
Now, as anybody in the immediate family have breast cancer? Anybody in the immediate family that you know?
So far, no, and I
Okay.
hope I don't have to change my mind
Good,
later.
good.
But no, but a lot of people that I talk to, good neighbors, good friends.
Sure. So, and the reason I asked that question because I'm sure in our audience that you are doing what the Bible say. We helping others, and we doing it for no gain, for no gain whatsoever. So the tractor was in bad shape.
It
Wouldn't
was.
run, and so you got it, and you got to a point where you ready to give up, when mom and dad wouldn't let you give up. And then as the time got closer, the other members of the FFA came and helped you finish off this project. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, all right. Now I see that you are vice president, district vice president. Tell us what that's all about. I picked up one of your cards when I was at the school today,
Okay.
and I said, man, this young lady got her own card, and so what is the district vice president? How you become, first of all, how you become the district vice president, and what is the district vice president?
Well, it all started like my 9th grade year. I really liked FFA, which is the Future Farmers of America, for those of you who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But through FFA, there's so many great opportunities and stuff that you can be involved in, and it really helps you with skills that you'll use in everyday life. So as I began to get on the tractor restoration team and get more involved in FFA, I decided I'd like to be an officer, which is pretty much over FFA and pretty much cooperates to get everything done for everyone else that's in FFA.
Mm-hmm.
So I started being an officer for my chapter, and then I wanted to move to the next level and just keep going. So that's how I tried out for district. You have to go through these long interviews, and it's pretty intense to get a position. It really is tough. So I ended up getting the vice president position for FFA, and I'm traveling all over all the time, South Alabama, pretty much teaching other chapters how to run their chapter and like more efficiently and stuff like that.
So that was my next question. Now, when you say district, what area do you cover?
The South District of Alabama.
South Alabama. All right. Now it's amazing. It's amazing to me. This is what you said to me. You said I wanted to be in position to help others. Now you got your hands full, but yet you're concerned about helping others. I got to ask you this. I got to ask you this, and I'm not scared to go on the religious side of the house. Where you go to church?
Well, I went to Parkview whenever I first started, like when I first moved here, but
Okay.
I really haven't been in a little while,
Okay.
and I probably do need to start going, but
Yeah. Let me say this. Let me say this to you, because every time we turn around on TV or in the newspaper, they talking about role models. We just talk about role models. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm always concerned that they get the wrong people to be role models. I'm always concerned about that. And I don't know of no other person here in Barber County, and I'd go as far as the state of Alabama, that could be a better role model than you.
Thank you.
I really don't, and I'm sincere about that when I say that. I mean, I'm not getting paid to say this, and I think that because I am really concerned about our young people and about the direction that the young people are going, and I'm really concerned about who the news media and the TV is pumping up. On my TV show, I'm gonna pump up you to be a role model.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Because we as a people, we are copycats. We copy off of each other, and I want all those young people in high school and college and everywhere else to copy off you, to have the same kind of desire and heart that you have, and I think that says a lot for your parents. I think that says a lot about your upbringing. I really do. I really do believe that, and it says a lot about the decisions that you make. And I personally want to thank you. I personally want to thank you again. I tell you, I never realized the importance of someone out there working and bringing the attention to breast cancer. Like I said, I was a young man when my mother died, and I just seemed like I was out there all alone. Nobody gave me no information about breast cancer or nothing like that. I didn't have no Cassandra Gifford around you know, to go out there and say, let's raise some money. So so we want to thank you for that. Now we know the tractor is going to be on display this weekend. Are there any future places for that you know of?
There is. On the 18th, it'll be at the Medical Center Barber event that they're having. There's going to be several doctors there. And pretty much it's just to show them what kind of fundraiser I'm doing for the mammogram machine. And then, of course, it was at the Pink Out game yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, yes. Now, what is going on at the medical center? What is that going to be?
There's just going to be a lot of doctors there that are talking about breast cancer and the mammogram machine, pretty much like the funding for it.
Okay, now we want the doctors to bring their checkbook. We want you to bring your checkbook, doctors. We're gonna have the tractor there and a donation can. You bring your checkbooks. We ain't gonna just talk about it. We're gonna do something. And I'm challenging all of you out there, especially the local pastors. I'm a pastor myself, and so I'm challenging all of the pastors out there. We can make some kind of donation. We can make some kind of donation. You know, I want you to come back. I want you to come back. We're gonna follow this project. We're going to follow this project, and God said in His Word He'll give us the desires of our heart. And I don't know a greater thing to have on our heart than to raise this $50,000, and it won't take long. So okay, now, is the Peanut Festival going in Dothan?
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be at the Peanut Festival too. The whole time that the Peanut Festival is going, I believe it's the 27th through November the 8th. I want to say, but it'll definitely be there too.
Okay, I know that's normally a large turnout down there.
There it is.
So we're gonna take it there. Now what about we close to Georgia and we close to Florida and these places like. Is there any chance that we might be going to these areas?
As of right now, no, but I'm definitely for other events. I mean, other events that anyone would have. If you could just contact me, I'd definitely be glad to bring it.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna talk to some people in some other areas. Now the American Cancer Society. Are you working with them?
I'm not yet, but last night whenever I was at the Pink Out game, someone actually came up and they wanted me to be on their little committee that they're having, and they said that they have...
From the American Cancer Society?
Yes.
And the reason why I asked that, because they got broad access to so many different areas that, you know, they could give us information about where we might be, and they too may be able to help us reach our goal. You know, so that's why I asked you about them. Okay, now let's do this. Let's do this here. Let's do this here, and I want you to tell. I appreciate your time. I want you to know that. But are there any local organization at this time that's supporting you?
As far as my tractor goes, definitely. There's a whole bunch. Napa, HG Paint.
Okay, all right.
There's just a lot.
Okay, all right. That's very good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I always tell people that Eufaula is a very generous town. And you know, once you let the people know your needs, they normally respond, and that's why I asked you that. And I hate to put you on the spot like that because we can't call them all. We just
right.
And we don't want to omit nobody. So we're gonna just say we got a lot of support locally, and that's encourage us that we'll make that $50,000. That really encourage us. Again, is it any? Now I'm gonna give what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna let them know that we're watching Gumbo live, and then I want to give you the last few minutes to say whatever you want to say. And again, I thank you, and I thank you for letting Gumbo Live be part of this project. And I would ask that you would let me follow you and continue to put this out as often as we can, as your schedule allow. And like I said, we're gonna be on YouTube, and people can pull it up at any time they want to. And if something comes up and you need to get on there immediately, you know, we got access to the local TV. And so what is there anything that you wanted to cover that we may not have covered?
Well, we covered a lot, but one thing I really would like everyone to know is I could not have done it without my great support group that I have. My parents, my advisor, Mr. Buster Padgett, which I've already said, fellow FFA members, and of course all my local sponsors who's helped me with the tractor with some of the needs that I have needed in the past. And I really do appreciate everyone who has helped me. And then if everyone could just help me to make the goal for the $50,000 for the mammogram machine, it would really mean a lot to me.
Now listen, this young lady is coming to us making a plea not for herself. And I emphasize that again. I emphasize to say when you're talking about money, you got to let folks know. You understand? Can't be scared to ask for it, number one, but we got to let them know she's not asking for a nickel for herself. She's not asking for a nickel for herself. She's asking us to help her that she might help somebody else. As we sit here right now on this day, nobody in her family even got breast cancer. So the machine is going to be for somebody else. And how can we deny this young lady? So I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to make a financial commitment to you when we get off the air. But I want everybody, whatever you can give, now everybody can't give the same amount, but whatever you can give. You know you're going to be out here at Indian Summer. You know you're going to be at the National Peanut Festival. Bring some money and drop it in the bucket. Drop it in the bucket. You'd be surprised if all of us drop something, how quickly we can get $50,000.
That's right.
This young lady is not getting a penny. Not getting a penny for herself. She said, I'm a third party. She said, every penny I get goes straight to the medical center so they can buy this machine, and it's tax deductible. So let's do this. Let's let this young lady know that dreams do come true, especially when you're trying to help somebody else. And again, I want to thank you for taking out time. You got a busy schedule, and you taking out your time from your busy schedule to come on this air. And I know it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay big dividends because, like I say, I got people all over, and I'd be willing to share all over the world because it is YouTube, and they're gonna hear us and they're gonna respond. Now, audience, don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm sitting here bragging on y'all to this young lady, and it ain't for us, but it's for the good that they can do, and it's for the future. And so, Miss Vice President, District Vice President, that sounds like big time right there. Again, I want to thank you. And anytime I can help you in any kind of way, please feel free to let me know. You've been watching Gumbo Live with L.C. Green and Miss Cassandra Gifford, the lady that has set Eufaula and Barber County on fire with her project of the pink tractor. The tractor got a name?
Yeah, her name is actually Hope.
Hope. All right. Oh yes, Hope. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give everybody hope. So let's respond to her. Let's respond to her. Again, you've been watching Gumbo Live with L.C. Green. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
You didn't put the numbers in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We can do it.
I haven't
Thank
wrote
you.
down what to make the checks.
Look, here we are. We back.
Wait a minute, where is it at?
We're not gone. We're not gone yet. We're not gone. I'm almost was gone. But listen, we got to give you some information. Do we have that information?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I have it written down at home, but I have like my number and stuff.
I will get this information to you. Sunday on my Sunday program, I will give you this information. And I will have time to. I'm gonna put it on the screen also. This is gonna air next week, so we get a chance. But I will give you the information of where you can send your checks. I'll give you information where you can send. This number is where? Where's this number?
That's my own personal number, and if someone would like to donate, or if they have an event that they would like to book, anything, I mean, feel free to call.
Look. I'm gonna give you a phone number. I can give you a number right now. Help me with this. It's area code 334.
689-0166.
Okay, you hear it? It's area code 334-689-0166. And that's little sister Miss Gifford. You call her. If you need any more information, and if you need to know where to send your money before I get it back to you, area code 334-6. Is that 89? 689-0166. All right, now you've been watching. Now we going.
The next time you need a haircut, Think of the barbershop with a grand tradition. Williams Barbershop. Williams Barbershop, proud to serve the entire community of Eufaula. Come by to our new location, new facilities, and see what it's like to be treated in style at Williams Barbershop in the old JCPenney catalog store. There is another choice for making funeral arrangements. Central Funeral Services, located in Eufaula and Louisville, Alabama, with one-of-a-kind staff, thrives on professionalism and meeting the unique needs of families with a wide variety of services. Owned and operated by the Mixon family. Call 687-1060 or 266-5261. Melissa Mixon Smith, licensed funeral director.